This is a quick one. Last segment of the day, a quick one, folks. Benjamin Netanyahu tweeted out the following yesterday. Give us the tools and we'll finish the job. And so here's the video attached to that.
When Secretary Blinken was recently here in Israel, we had a candid conversation. I said I deeply appreciated the support the U.S. has given Israel from the beginning of the war. But I also said something else. I said it's inconceivable that in the past few months, the administration has been withholding weapons and ammunition to Israel. Israel, America's closest ally, fighting for its life, fighting against Iran and our other common enemies. Secretary Blinken assured me that the administration is working day and night to remove these bottlenecks. I certainly hope that's the case. It should be the case. During World War II, Churchill told the United States, give us the tools, we'll do the job. And I say, give us the tools and we'll finish the job a lot faster.
I don't know how we get the reputation of being pushy and unreasonable. I don't know where we got that reputation from. That is a blood libel. Well, apparently, and this just broke last night in Axios, and for some reason I was not alerted to this. I have to give my dad a shout out because he texted me this right before we went on. I did not know.
Never gonna Jew you up, never gonna Jew you down.
Exactly. Exactly. My dad texted me this right before the show from Axios. Scoop, White House cancels meeting, scolds Netanyahu in protest over video. The White House canceled a high-level U.S.-Israel meeting on Iran that was scheduled for Thursday after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu released a video on Tuesday claiming the U.S. was withholding military aid to U.S. officials, tell Axios. President Biden's top advisors were enraged by the video, a message U.S. envoy Amos Hochstein delivered personally to Netanyahu in a meeting hours after it was published, two U.S. and Israeli sources say. Then the White House decided to go a step further by canceling Thursday's meeting. So they canceled Netanyahu's meeting. Okay, so maybe this was not the visit to D.C., but maybe this was a meeting that was due to take place. Like I said, I just found out about this right before air. But they did make a gesture.
We have Netanyahu's response. Well, it sounds like the Israeli people are behind him.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
this
they
decision
like that speech.
Makes it clear there are consequences for pulling such stunts, U.S. officials said. The Americans are fuming. Bibi's video made a lot of damage, a senior Israeli official said, using a nickname for Netanyahu. Yeah, so we know that the United States is under the thumb of Israel, but apparently there are still consequences to talking to the president of the United States.
Where the fuck did you get the balls?
Yeah. You're talking to the president of the United States like he's a tourist on Orchard Street that you're trying to hustle into a pair of fake sunglasses, right? Like you can't be that obnoxious with the president without a certain consequence. I mean, the fucking balls on this guy.
The U.S. has given Israel from the beginning of the war.
But
I also said something else. I said it's inconceivable that in the past few months, the administration has been withholding weapons and ammunition to Israel.
You know what?
Israel,
you would look
America's
very good in
ally,
this suit.
what a
We
fucking...
have 50% off on a suit just like this. You could walk out looking like me.
Matches the flag.
I'll throw in
you.
the tie for free.
Yeah, matches the flag in back of you, right? Wow. Yeah, so apparently this wasn't his speech. It was a meeting that was scheduled for Thursday. They didn't cancel his address to Congress. Like I said, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here because that just broke right before we went on. Or it didn't break, but I was just made aware of that right before we went on. So apparently they made a little gesture of disapproval for this guy running his mouth like that. But wow, that is chutzpah, as they say. No doubt about that.
Yeah, no, that is it. I do not, as a Jewish person, I do not in any way feel like Netanyahu in the state of Israel is like an anti-Semitism EMP sending anti-Semitism waves throughout the world every time they open their mouths.
Yeah, no. But part of why he does this, too, is because as good as Biden has been to him, he would rather Trump win. So he'll hurt Biden politically as much as he wants. He'd rather Trump win They helped Trump win in 2016. They
did.
colluded with Donald Trump in 2016. Thomas
As I
Massey is on
discussed
camera
with,
now. Yeah.
I discussed with friend of show Barbara Streisand.
That's right. That's right.
She didn't respond, but yeah.
Right. You mentioned that on Twitter. No, they colluded with Trump in 2016. They'd obviously rather deal with Trump now than Biden. And so there's no, like, Biden has no cards here in these back and forths with Netanyahu. Netanyahu knows no loyalty to Joe Biden. So, of course, he's got to come out here and do this. He has no regard for Joe Biden's prospects. If he has an investment in this race, he's probably hoping that Trump wins. Sure. You have this influence campaign being run by Israel on behalf of, which is mostly in favor of Republicans. Not that AIPAC doesn't own the Democrats, too. They do. Right. But Thomas Massey said every Republican has an AIPAC handler. You have proven collusion in 2016. Which that's
definitely true of the Democrats. Yeah, I mean, you might have a few of them that they want out, like Bowman, who don't have one. But certainly everyone with power has one. Jeffries, Pelosi.
They're trying.
And Schmuck, of course. Yeah. She probably is the AIPAC person.
She is. Yeah, she's the Republicans' AIPAC person. Yeah. But no, so you have collusion in 2016. You have Thomas Massey going on Tucker Carlson now saying every Republican has an AIPAC person. And yet, where is the liberal media? Where is MSNBC saying this is interference on behalf of a foreign power in our democratic process with the intention, for all we know, and all signs point to, the intention of undermining Joe Biden in an election year, going into the heart of campaign season, on behalf of a foreign power that colluded with Trump the first time he won. That's not a story? No, that's not a story when it's Israel. It's a story when it's Russia, not a story when it's Israel.
Well, this is where the libertarians have it right. People like Rand Paul, the isolationists. Go home and get your fucking shine box. Leave us alone.
Right.
Go. Why does everybody have their hand out to us?
Yeah, indeed.
If it's not Netanyahu, it's Zelensky.
Please clap.